What if I told you that something sitting inside your old coin jar, or maybe even lying forgotten in your drawer, could secretly be worth more than you ever imagined? Not thousands, not even tens of thousands, but life-changing money that most people walk past every single day without even noticing. Welcome back to American Coin Secrets, the place where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary legends, and where history hides in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to uncover it. Today's video is not just another coin list. This is a deep dive into 3 ultra-rare coins that collectors around the world are hunting like treasure hunters chasing lost gold. Coins so mysterious, so limited, and so highly demanded that when they appear in auctions, the entire collecting world goes silent for a moment. And here's the twist. The first coin we are about to reveal is something most people would completely ignore at first glance. Yet collectors have been fighting for it because of its hidden rarity, its unusual minting details, and the extreme scarcity that makes it nearly impossible to find in high condition. Stay with me till the end, because each coin you're about to see becomes more shocking than the last. And by the final reveal, you'll understand why some people call modern rare coins the silent gold of the new generation. Let's begin. First up, Poland. 1 gross 2017 Madolu mint mark. At first glance, it looks like nothing special. A simple small denomination coin from Poland, something most people would never think twice about. But in the world of serious collectors, this coin carries a different identity entirely. One that transforms its value, its demand, and its reputation among rare coin enthusiasts. The Poland 1 grosz 2017 with MMW mint mark belongs to a modern era of coinage, yet it has quickly gained attention due to very specific production variations and limited circulation patterns. Coins like this were minted under strict European coin standards, using durable copper-coated steel composition designed for everyday transactions, but only a very small portion of these coins survived in pristine fine condition without scratches, corrosion, or circulation damage. What makes this coin truly fascinating is not just its origin, but its micro-level uniqueness. The MW mint marking is tied to specific production batches, and collectors believe that only a limited number entered circulation before production adjustments were made. That means the availability in high-grade condition is dramatically lower than people assume. Now let's talk about its composition and structure. This coin is made with a copper-plated steel core, giving it a reddish-gold appearance that naturally fades when exposed to time and handling. The engraving details include the Polish national emblem, carefully stamped with precision, but on rare, high-condition specimens, even the smallest design lines remain sharp and untouched, something collectors value extremely highly. The historical background of this coin may seem modern, but it represents a transitional period in European minting technology where efficiency replaced artistry, making untouched examples increasingly valuable. That's exactly why collectors chase them today, not because they are ancient, but because they are disappearing in perfect condition faster than expected. Now here comes the most intense part, the rarity factor. Coins like this in average condition are common, but in fine, near-pristine condition with verified mint marking clarity, the population drops drastically. Some collectors believe only a handful remain in collectible-grade preservation across private hands and auction archives. And when rarity meets demand, the market reacts in a powerful way. Over time, auction interest and private collector demand have pushed this coin into a highly speculative category. In today's collector-driven market, a verified fine-condition specimen has been reported in listings and private trades reaching around $70,000 USD, depending on grading confirmation and authenticity certification. This is not a casual coin anymore. It becomes a high-value collector's asset when all conditions align perfectly. And here's the emotional reality collectors often realize too late. Coins like this were once spent for just small everyday purchases. Today they represent something entirely different, hidden wealth disguised as ordinary currency. If you ever come across coins like this, the biggest mistake is underestimating them. Condition is everything. Even a slight scratch can change everything. But a clean, preserved example, that's where real value begins. Collector tip: always inspect modern coins under strong light and magnification. Look for mint marks, micro details, and surface quality. Never clean the coin, because even a simple cleaning can destroy its collector value instantly. And remember, discoveries like this are still happening today. That's what makes modern rare coin collecting so powerful. This coin alone proves one thing: sometimes the newest coins can become the rarest treasures of tomorrow. And this is just the beginning, because the next coin we are about to reveal takes rarity to an even deeper level, where history, demand, and mystery collide in a way most collectors never expect. Stay tuned, because what comes next could completely change how you see everyday pocket change forever. Next up, Germany, €1 2004 J. Hamburg Mint. And now we move into something that has caused massive confusion across the internet. A coin that looks so ordinary, yet somehow gets surrounded by unbelievable claims, viral posts, and shocking price tags that make people stop and stare. The Germany €1 2004 J Mint mark. At first glance, this is one of the most common circulation coins in Europe. It's small, copper-toned, and designed for everyday use. Millions upon millions were minted in Germany alone, especially from the Hamburg Mint marked with the letter J. This coin was never intended to be rare. It was created for mass circulation, literally to disappear into pockets, vending machines, and daily transactions without anyone noticing it. But here's where the story takes a strange turn. Online, this coin sometimes appears in listings, videos, and rumors claiming extremely high values, numbers that can shock beginners in coin collecting. You may have even seen claims that certain examples are worth thousands or even life-changing amounts. And that is exactly why this coin became part of today's episode. Because the truth is far more interesting than the hype. This coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it that familiar reddish shine. It weighs almost nothing in your hand, and its design shows the standard European map on one side, with the denomination clearly stamped as 1 cent in a clean, minimal style. The German side features the oak twig design, symbolizing strength and unity, one of the most recognized motifs in modern euro coinage. From a historical perspective, this coin belongs to the early euro circulation phase, when Germany was producing massive quantities of coins for the newly unified European currency system. The J Mint mark simply identifies the Hamburg Mint facility, one of several production sites across Germany, including Berlin, Munich, Stuttgart, Karlsruhe, and Hamburg. Now here is the important reality check that every serious collector knows. Despite the internet hype, this coin in normal fine or circulated condition is still considered extremely common. In fact, hundreds of millions were produced in the early 2000s alone. That level of mintage automatically places it in the everyday coin category in numismatics. But that doesn't mean it is worthless in the story of collecting. Because rarity in coins is not just about age or appearance. It is about errors, anomalies, and special conditions that break the normal minting pattern. And that is where confusion often begins. Some viral posts claim that certain versions of this coin are worth massive amounts. But in professional numismatic reality, standard 2004 J 1 cent coins remain extremely low in value, typically just a few cents to maybe a few euros in uncirculated condition sets. Even pristine examples do not suddenly jump into high-value territory unless there is a verified mint error, such as striking mistakes, wrong metal composition, or double die impressions. Without those rare error conditions, this coin remains what it was always designed to be, a mass-produced circulation cent. But here is why people still get excited about it. Because the human mind loves mystery. When someone hears rare coin, they immediately imagine hidden treasure. So when a normal coin appears in a viral video with a shocking price tag attached, it spreads fast. That emotional reaction is what gives this coin its internet fame, not its actual numismatic rarity. Still, collectors are always encouraged to inspect coins carefully. Under magnification, you may find minor variations, slight die differences, or minting marks that are interesting from a study perspective. But again, these rarely translate into extreme market value unless officially certified by professional grading services. Now let's talk about condition and collector demand. A fine condition 2004 J-cent coin is typically considered standard circulation quality. Even uncirculated examples are not rare because of the enormous production numbers. Collector demand exists mainly for full euro sets, mint rolls, or error varieties, not C, single common sense. And this is where the true market reality becomes clear. In today's verified numismatic market, this coin is valued at only a symbolic amount, often around face value or just a few cents. Even in premium condition, it does not enter the high-value category that internet rumors sometimes suggest. So where do those big numbers come from? Usually from misunderstandings, edited listings, or unverified claims that spread faster than real auction data. In rare cases, people confuse completely different error coins with standard circulation versions, creating a false impression of extreme value. But here's the important takeaway for collectors watching right now. Even though this coin is not a hidden treasure by itself, it still teaches one of the most valuable lessons in coin collecting. Never judge value based on appearance alone. Always verify mint marks, production details, and error authenticity through trusted sources before making assumptions. Because in this world, the difference between a common coin and a valuable rarity is often just one tiny manufacturing mistake. Collector tip: always compare your coin with verified mint catalogs. Use magnification to inspect details like lettering sharpness, metal layering, and strike alignment. And most importantly, avoid believing viral price claims without official grading confirmation. And here's the truth that experienced collectors understand very well. Not every coin that looks ordinary is worthless in knowledge. Some coins are valuable not because of price, but because they teach you how real rarity actually works. And just when you think modern coins are predictable, the next coin changes everything again. Because coin 3 is where mystery, scarcity, and collector obsession reach a completely different level, where one small detail can completely transform a coin's identity. Stay with me, because the final reveal is where things get truly shocking. Next up, Germany, €1 2005 D Hamburg Mint. And now we arrive at the final coin, the one that brings everything together. Mystery, confusion, viral claims, and the kind of excitement that makes people instantly check their pockets again. The Germany €1 2005 D mint mark coin. At first glance, it is identical to millions of other European cents. Small, copper-toned, simple in design, and built for everyday circulation. The D mint mark tells us it was produced in Munich, one of Germany's major minting facilities. Like the previous coin, it belongs to the massive euro circulation system that was designed to serve millions of daily transactions across Europe. But what makes this coin interesting is not what it is, but what people think it might be. Over time, this coin has been caught in a wave of online discussions claiming extreme rarity and unbelievable values. Some viral posts suggest that specific versions could reach very high numbers due to alleged minting errors or production anomalies. And this is exactly where curiosity explodes. Because when a normal-looking coin is paired with words like rare error or limited variation, people start looking at it differently, even if it's sitting in front of them every single day. Let's break it down properly. This coin is made from copper-plated steel, just like other euro cents, giving it a reddish finish that slowly wears down in circulation. The design features the familiar oak twig motif on the German side, representing strength and tradition, while the common European side shows the map of Europe and the denomination. Historically, the 2005 production year is part of Germany's early euro circulation expansion period, when massive quantities were minted across all denominations. The D mint mark indicates the Munich facility, which has produced billions of coins across multiple years. Now here is the reality that professional collectors understand very clearly. Standard 2005 1-cent coins from Germany are extremely common. They were produced in enormous numbers for everyday circulation, meaning that in normal fine condition, they do not hold high numismatic rarity on their own. However, there is always a however in coin collecting, because value in numismatics is not just about the coin itself. It is about errors, anomalies, and verified minting mistakes that break standard production rules. Some collectors and online discussions point to possible error varieties, such as slight die imperfections, misalignment, or unusual strike characteristics. But here is the critical truth. Unless these variations are officially verified and graded, they do not automatically translate into high market value. And this is where misinformation often spreads. You may see dramatic claims online suggesting extreme prices attached to this coin. But in the real, verified collector market, standard 2005 D1-cent coins remain low-value circulation pieces. Even in fine or uncirculated condition, they are typically valued at only face value or a few cents unless a certified mint error is present. So where does the excitement come from? It comes from possibility. Because collectors always chase the idea that this one might be different. That emotional spark, hope mixed with uncertainty, is what keeps coin hunting alive. And that is why coins like this stay popular in videos, even if their actual rarity is low. Now let's be very clear about the market reality. A normal Germany €1 2005D in fine condition does not hold significant numismatic value, and it does not reach high auction prices in verified sales unless it is a rare, authenticated mint error. That means the sensational price tags you may see online are not supported by standard collector market data. Real value only appears when there is proof, certified grading, documented error classification, and verified auction demand. Still, this coin teaches something important. It teaches that modern coin collecting is not just about age or appearance. It is about knowledge, patience, and the ability to separate real rarity from internet hype. And that skill is what separates casual collectors from serious ones. Collectors here always verify claims through trusted numismatic catalogs or grading services. Look carefully for true mint errors like off-center strikes, wrong plancher usage, or die breaks that are officially recognized. Without certification, assume standard circulation value. And here is the final takeaway for today's video. Even coins that seem ordinary can spark global attention, debate, and curiosity. But real treasure in coin collecting is not just finding something rare, it is knowing exactly why it is rare. And that brings us to the end of today's journey through 3 fascinating modern coins from Germany and Europe. We saw how ordinary-looking cents can become the center of massive online attention, how stories, rumors, and curiosity can completely transform the way people see everyday money, and how important it is to separate real numismatic value from viral hype. Because in the world of coins, knowledge is the real treasure. And sometimes, the most powerful discovery is not what you find in your hand, but what you learn along the way. This is American Coin Secrets, where every coin has a story, and every story could be the beginning of something extraordinary. And remember, we bring fresh updates every single day, so make sure you stay connected, because the next coin we reveal might be the one that changes everything you think you know about pocket change.